Welcome back, surf fans. We are live, Heat 13, round 1, here at the Hawaiian Pro. Wade Carmichael, Miguel Tudela, Joel Centeo, and Luke Shepardson. It really kind of sends a shockwave through the surf world.
Well, I think that this is a spotlight. You know, this time of the year, you know, obviously qualification's a huge part of it. World title's a huge part of it. If you watch Wade Carmichael up and riding.
Wade Carmichael is a perennial performer here on the North Shore. This guy's power base fits so well at waves like Haleiwa and Sunset Beach. He has been close to qualification a few times, and I would put him on that list of dark horse surfers that really have the potential to do a lot of damage.
You know, finishing up in 3rd place in that round, you know, so it would be basically a 17th position, which, again, not a great showing, but, I mean, here at a QS 10,000, it's always good as we watch blue here, Luke Shepardson, who, you know, you've got 2 Hawaiians with Joel Centeo, past winner, veteran, you would say here, Haleiwa, Luke Shepardson on the opposite end of the spectrum out of Hawaii, a youngster, and coming about, you know, he was blazing it up. As we watch Wade, this is his first wave, a 7.0, so we didn't get to see this, so he's already picked up 2 pretty good start. You know, and again, that's the type of surfing there that's really round and powerful. And then you watch here, this is the last wave. You don't have a score yet for this, but I mean, quick start for Wade Carmichael and blowing up. He picks this one up without priority, you know, with low end of the priority, basically, and it's going to be his best wave.
That's just man surfing right there.
Well, he's got the beard, so it kind of looks like a man, right?
He throws everything at every turn, and
an early 15-point 2-wave total right out of the gate.
Come on in.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's what you need to do. And now he can be so much more selective, that are just a little bit, give you that nice tapered edge. Those look like the high quality waves. You're able to make a move.
From deep, Luke Shepardson, surfer in blue. Can't quite make it around that section. A little too far back, so you saw he was much deeper than the rest of the guys in the lineup. Without priority, he got that wave, so it won't be a big mistake there. He'll find himself back in the pack, and it's our first look at Miguel Tudela. Miguel, surfer from Peru. This guy is just gnarly in any conditions. I mean, he is a member of the 2 to 20 club, at least. I'd say the 2 to 50 club.
The Big Wave Tour. He's been able to compete in that event at his home break in Peru. Did well, made semifinals, and sits in a position now where he can get a few more starts.
Here goes Shepardson again. Better positioning on the takeoff, but that wave just kind of sucks out from underneath him while he's up on the floater. Can maintain control. And here goes Mr. Haleiwa, Joel Centeo. Big layback snap. I mean, you talk about precision surfing on a very difficult wave to figure out. Joel Centeo, I would say, of any surfer in the field, barring maybe Sonny Garcia, Joel Centeo probably has the most knowledge of Haleiwa.
Wow, his backyard.
His front yard.
Oh, front yard, backyard, all yard, right? I mean, look at it. And see what he does here is he picks up a ton of speed and sets up this first section and just lays into it. He's done that turn 100,000 times here. And again, up in the lip, just missed that last final section. Usually that would stay open just enough to get another turn in there. Ultimately, though, that first turn was enough to score some big points. Solid one. And then Shepardson with a 5. And then he moved too deep, you know, like on that one, he moved to the outside. And here he is up and riding again, just a little bit too deep. Yeah,
Shepardson has been getting decent sized waves, but he's been taking off really deep, trying to come around that section from way on the inside. Well, this next heat is going to be a banger for sure, but let's see what's happened so far in this heat. So far, Pete, it's all been about Wade Carmichael.
Well, he started it off, you know, it was a slow beginning, and he was able to capitalize and get 2 good waves right out of the gates. He had the 7 and the 8, and has 15 points and has been quiet ever since. Shepardson went up to the Peaks Bowl, able to get a 5.0. That's been his best wave so far. He sits in 3rd, looking for a 2.51, and you'll see here in a moment Joel Centeo's best effort. As he feels that finish move there was nice by Luke. And then this is the second wave of Wade Carmichael. This was the 8 that he was able to pick up on the way back out. That big layback gap. Judges loving that style of surfing here, especially power for power from Wade Carmichael. And then Joel Centeo, his 7-point ride due to this first turn here. Watch this, laying in with a ton of speed. Just hammers that section, throwing tons of water. Comes around the corner, gets a nice little off the top for the finish, and a 7.0, and that 2nd position for the moment.
Seemingly always an underdog for how good he surfs. It's crazy, you know. He has been traveling around the world with no main sponsor. And here's Joel Centeo getting his much-needed backup.
Smart.
His low score was a .50, and right there just kind of caught that one from the middle peak. Didn't oversurf it, didn't get crazy, but surfed just enough. And obviously that's going to be much better than that .50.
Made sure that he was going to get a wave that was going to give him some scoring opportunity, which he's done. Even though it was a smaller inside wave, he saw that it had a nice line to it. It was going to have enough power for him to unleash some nice solid turns. It's going to do that. It's going to extend his lead over Luke, who now in a position of third priority. Miguel Tudela only has a .70, really strong positioning there. You know, that's just that veteran status of Joel Centeno. He surfed so many heats, past winner here. Ultimately, you've got to scrap sometimes and make moves in order to make sure that you hold your second place position, because all you need to do is finish first or second. You don't need to win this heat yet. You get to the final, that's when you do the winning.
Well, that last wave for Centeno comes through at a 5.37, so that combos Miguel Tudela. Luke Shepardson, he's still in it. He's got a 5, but needs to put 150 yards from end to end, so a lot of area to cover. Luke Shepardson opting to be by far the deepest surfer. But having a look now, it's Miguel Tudela trying to climb out of the combo spot. Starts off a little tail slide, deep bottom turn, nice vertical snap. So you see, just kind of trying to work this thing from beginning to end, put together a solid score. No opener yet, so that'll be a good ridden wave for Miguel Tudela, but right behind him, Joel Centeno. And now that Joel's got his backup, he can look to improve on that 5.37, and he will put himself in the sweet spot. That we know Joel Centeno will do. So
what it'll do is with that current, it'll pull you off. As we watch a replay here of Joel Centeno, see what he does on this one as he gets around this first section again. Just a nice, powerful snap, releases the fins, goes into that toilet bowl section. Nice little tap there, stays with it, and kicks out in front of Miguel Tudela, knowing that he just picked up a pretty good wave. Joel's going to make sure that he gets his priority on the outside. And here we go, at the very last of this heat, an opportunity here for Luke Shepardson.
Yeah, Shepardson, nice. Nicely timed takeoff there, comes straight off the bottom, up into the lip, almost comes down with it. Just got a little bit hung up through that vertical portion of his snap. He goes down. Right behind him, Wade Carmichael. He's got a nice looking wave to work with here. Big opening snap. Comes around this section, little bobble on the bottom turn, but pulls off his final maneuver nonetheless. So 50 seconds go. Carmichael's looking good.
Wow.
Watch out, Joel Centeno.
Wow, so this is unique right here. He had priority right there. Joel did, and is giving an opportunity to Miguel. He has yet to put his score in, but this is it right now. If Miguel could really surf this one, he might be able to get himself into this heat.
Miguel Tudela needs a big score. Nice, under the lip, opening snap, deep bottom turn. Couple well-placed turns for Tudela, but his third and final maneuver is a washout. So he goes down, and right behind him, this is before the buzzer, Joel Centeno, big opening carve. Little whitewater hit. Looks like Centeo's work is done. And I love that Joel Centeno seems to just get better with age.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still so sharp.
I think what's happened is back in the day, I mean, 30 was kind of considered old in professional surfing. You needed to be to, the mid-20s was really the peak of it, and then you started to go the other way. But nowadays, it's rising. 35 is still totally relevant. Even 40, look at Kelly Slater. He's really been setting the bar.
He's pretty good.
He's still pretty good, right?
All right, with Heat 13 in the books, looks like it's going to be Wade Carmichael and Joel Centeno.